Hey guys, it's Kristen at Beatrice. Today's video is how to replace your screen using your old screen frame. If you check the description box below, you'll see all the details of where we got our supplies and how we got the supplies that we needed for our specific project. Also, some tips for you on how to get the supplies you need for your individual screens. We got all of ours at a local hardware store and checked 4 different places for prices. With this DIY, we were able to save over $750 doing it ourselves. You need a couple simple tools to get started, and it's so easy to learn. This tutorial, you're going to see us using fiberglass charcoal colored screen. This is a spline tool here. You'll also need a bag of spline. We got 200 feet because we're replacing 24 screens. Also helpful to have an X-Acto knife, a pair of scissors, some tape, and a flathead screwdriver to help with the corners. Our screens were really old, and so the screen had gotten stuck inside of the spline groove. If your screens are a little bit newer, this shouldn't happen, but if it does, just work inch by inch as close to the spline groove as possible to get that screen out. You want the spline groove as clean as you can get it for the new screen. If the screen keeps ripping, you can use an X-Acto knife and run it along the inside to help get that screen out. You'll just have to go back through and clean out the spline groove as you go. Once you've got the old screen removed, you'll lay out the new screen on top of the frame. Make sure that you leave at least an inch of excess screen all along the perimeter of the frame. I'm using a flathead screwdriver to help position the spline and get it locked into place in the corner of the screen. Lightly pulling on the spline and guiding it while you're using the tool to lead it into the groove will help make the project go a lot faster. It also helps the tension of the screen. When you reach a corner, again, use the flathead screwdriver to help push the spline into the spline groove. I'll show you an up close in just a second. One of my biggest fears about doing this DIY was that our screens would end up too loose. But laying the screen on a flat surface and taping down the corners really help keep that frame stationary while you're working, so the screen material doesn't shift much. We ended up with really nice tight screens. After you have the new spline laid in, you're going to remove all of the excess screen. To do this, make sure you're cutting on the outer side of the spline you've just laid. If you cut on the inner side, you'll cut your brand new screen. You don't want to do that. So don't cut on this side. Make sure you're cutting on the outer side of the spline. Here's a before and after of our screens, and I'm going to give you a quick budget breakdown to show you how much money we saved. Please support my channel by liking this video and subscribing for more home DIYs. Thanks, guys.